welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Taji. I like to go by Taj, but this is Dear Taji, so that is how you say my name. I want to introduce you guys to another series called Makeup from the Closet. Now, this is a series that I used to do on Facebook Live years ago, like pre-pandemic, like before 2020. And I used to go live on Facebook and do my makeup. So I want to run that back. I want to bring that back because we're back in the closet and I want to do my makeup with you guys, catch you guys up on life because it's been some years if you guys have been following me from before. And if you're new, I'm just going to tell you some stuff about me so you can get to know me better. And we're just going to do our makeup and chit chat. Also, I don't have any contacts, but I cannot do my makeup with my glasses on. So I'm going to have to take these off. You're going to see me squinting a lot, but it's okay. Let's get this party started. So I'm going to take these off. I'm going to start off only using like a couple products. These days, for me, less has been more. So first, I'm going to just use some hyaluronic. Well, this is the Glow Recipe Plump Plump. And this is says it has hyaluronic serum in it, so I'm just gonna go with a couple pumps of that on clean hands. Make sure you wash your hands. I'm gonna go on with a couple pumps of that, and I'm just gonna apply that, rub that in, and just pat that all over my face. And if you see me looking up, it's because I have a mirror so that I can see myself to make sure that I'm in focus. Don't want to mess up the hairs around the hairline. But oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't done makeup in forever. When I originally started this channel, this was like a makeup. Like I was doing my makeup. None of those videos are available anymore. I had to see if I privated them. But I was doing like makeup tutorials and stuff like that. But now I'm just going to be doing a little bit of everything. So I'm going to go in with this CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. Just going to put some eye cream underneath my eyes. Rubbing it in with my ring finger. But oh man, the pandemic definitely changed things. So to catch you guys up, I did start my own nail business. It's called Get Pressed, which I still have my Instagram for it. And I did custom press-on nails for like clients and stuff like that. Recreating like inspo, sent in, or just collaborating with, you know, my clients on whatever nail set they wanted. And you couldn't get to a salon because everything was closed. And I had started before the pandemic. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. What is this? Power Grip Primer. And so like my husband really encouraged me to start my own business because I had originally started doing press-ons just for myself because I was doing, you know, but obviously it wasn't called the influencer back then, but I was doing, you know, makeup live, and I love doing like getting, honestly, about me, I love fashion, I love makeup, I love nails, I love hair, I love all things beauty. So originally when I was doing the nails, I did it for myself. Like I was like, literally, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I would get dressed, do my makeup, do some nails for myself, take some cute pictures, boom. Like that's all I had really wanted to do. And I didn't grow up around people like necessarily owning their own business, so I didn't know what it was to be an entrepreneur. So I did, and I did it for like, I want to say like 5 years plus. And the industry started becoming, I'm going to just use this mirror as well. The industry started becoming like super saturated, and I was still making money. I was still doing, I'm going to go in with these e.l.f. Halo Liquid Filter Skin Enhancing. So I go in with shade 4 and shade 5, and I just mix them together on my face. That just gives me like a glow from within. I mean, I appreciate it because I learned a lot. I learned a lot about being an entrepreneur, running your own business and stuff like that. And I did it, you know, but it's not something that I was actually like passionate about. And I just found that like it was just like so time consuming. Sometimes, you know, it could take me 2 days to create a set for a client, or it just take me a lot of time because 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 9, I'm a perfectionist. So it's like I will be like messaging the clients like, hey, I'm gonna go in with this foundation brush to blend this in. I just wanted to give the client exactly what they want. I didn't want to disappoint anybody. And I want to say, like, I know you can't make everyone happy, but I want to say, like, I've only maybe gotten like one complaint from a client, and I kind of already knew that this client wasn't going to be fully satisfied with their purchase, just for the simple fact that what they originally had wanted, I wasn't going to be able to give them because of the color choices that they chose from the original design. Like, it was just a lot of technical things, and I was rushing, I was getting frustrated, and so things happen when you make mistakes, and that's probably like the only time I've ever had a customer just say they weren't satisfied fully with their order, you know, and I gave them some of their money back. Not all, because I still did the work, I invested my time into it, but you know, I gave them like a little small feedback. Over time, I just started to lose like my passion for it because it wasn't something that I had originally set out to do. Like, I didn't set out to be an entrepreneur, like as far as like doing people's, you know, my like makeup for people. Like, I set out to do nails and stuff because I wanted them for myself. I was going to nail salons. I was never able to get what I wanted. I would bring in a set and I'm like, okay, do this. Oh, we can't do that. And they'll just do whatever they wanted at the chop shops. And I used to be mad because I'd be like, I'm spending all my money. Like, I'm spending over $100 for you to do something, and then you're telling me you can do it, and then you're telling me, oh, I can't do that, I'm gonna do this, or like, I don't know, it just never was like what I actually wanted. And then I was like, you know what? My husband always would see, like, I would just do everything myself. Like, if they're not giving me what I want, I'll do it myself. I'm like, I'll just do it myself. Oh, you don't want to do this? I'll do it myself. I'll do it. I'll get it done. Slowly, like, not really promoting as much because I was in like deep prayer with God, and I was like, look, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, I'm a creative person. I'm self-taught on hair. I'm self-taught on makeup. I'm self-taught on nails. I'm self-taught on just clothing and different things. And I even want to teach myself how to use a sewing machine because I want to be able to alter my clothes and make them fit how I want them to fit for my body type, because I am a plus size woman, and for my kids because they're tall and slender. And I remember when I was skinny, I wasn't born a plus size person. I was always super, super skinny. My nickname was Olive Oil because I was always so skinny where my clothes would not fit properly. They would be like, I would always have to wear spandex and like stuff like that. And my kids, they're very thin like I was, and like their father is, my husband, and like he was, and it's like their clothes, we always used to have hard times, being younger, trying to find clothes that fit. So I'm still struggling with that same issue being a plus size woman, and I have a nice curvy shape, and I do have problem areas like my arms, my face is very round. Sometimes it looks fuller than others, and my stomach and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean I don't want to still look cute. That doesn't mean I still don't want to still look polished and just like fabulous and like fresh off the runway. Like, I still want to look bomb, and I shouldn't have to wear a freaking dress that makes me look like I'm wearing a couch when I walk out the house. So it's like I want to learn how to do it, but all these things were birthed because I was showing myself how to do things for myself because I couldn't find anyone to do my hair. I was too tender-headed, so I had to teach myself how to do my hair. I wanted to do my makeup. I wanted to learn because my mom had passed away, and that was like our thing. Our thing was doing makeup together and going to Sephora and going to the stores and picking out lipsticks and doing things. And so that was my therapy to help me through the grieving process. Then with nails, that was something that was added on to me already into hair, into nails, into makeup. It was like, oh, okay, and I'm doing fashion also. It's like, oh, this is just obviously all goes together. Your hair, your makeup, your nails, everything flows together. And so that's what I originally was trying to do, is just make myself look overall more polished. I'm home with my kids all the time, and that was my outlet outside of my kids, outside of being a wife. It was like, okay, this is for me. This is mine. This is something that is a hobby. It's fun. It brings me joy. It's passionate. It makes me feel confident. That's what I did it for. So, and I don't have any regrets about being an entrepreneur because I definitely learned so much, but I just feel like I turned my hobby into something, as like a business, and I feel like I lost the passion in it, and me pulling back from doing that, and my orders slowing down, and everyone else starting to do press-on businesses, and I was inspired by people that was already doing press-on nails, like, you know, Nail by Christy and Editorial Nail Haul, people that were in like magazines doing nails, and I was like, I want to recreate their stuff on me. I want to like have these dope designs on me, like, and so I wanted to be my own nail artist. So when I realized, like, okay, I want to get back to the passion, I want to get back to my hobby of like something that for me, but teaching, but also not gatekeeping it, not holding it, but teaching people how to do it for themselves. Like, this is how I do it. This is how my brain works. This is how I'm able to maneuver around. So that's ultimately what I'm getting back to now, which is why I'm bringing back Makeup from the Closet. That was something I did before the nails for 5-6 years, was going on live and teaching people how I do my makeup. So that's a little backstory on that. I'm going to go in with this Danessa Myricks Skin Balm Blurring Balm Powder, and I'm going to mix 7 and 6 together. It's summertime, so I'm probably really more leaning towards 7, but I like to put a little bit of 6 on there as well, just to give me a little bit more color. So going in with the foundation, I just mix it in there. Foundation brush from Sephora, and we're just going to start putting this on, and oh my god, I love, this is like one of my favorite foundation. Love Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm. Like, it's bomb. Like, it's so bomb. Like, makes my skin look delicious. More about me. I am 35 years old. I'm an October Libra. Whoop, whoop. October 16th to be exact. I have 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. My oldest, at the time of this video, what are we in 2024? He is 15, going on 16. He is October Libra also. 11-year-old daughter, she's an Aquarius. Her birthday is in January. She's my second oldest. I have about to be, she's 7? She's about to be 8 in May, and she is a Taurus. 6-year-old boy, he's the baby. He's in November, and he is a Sagittarius. I am also married, and we've celebrated this past February 2024 our 7 years of marriage, and he is also a Taurus. Do with that information what you will. Younger brother, so I have 4 younger brothers. I have 1 older brother who he passed away in 2009, and I have a gang of sisters. And I am the baby of 7 sisters, but I'm older than all but 1 of my brothers. I'm a foodie. I love food. Don't even come in my comments talking about, yeah, we can tell, because I love food when I was skinny. So don't even try it. I want to travel. I want to bring my children and my husband and like all of us to experience our first together, like going to a foreign country. Cabo, I want to go to Paris, I want to go to London, I want to go to California. Like, I just want to be more traveled and like have more experiences with my children. Hopefully the career that I'm building for myself, getting more back into the content creator space and showing you guys and teaching you guys things will afford me to be able to do that, and then afford me to be able to do that with my children and my husband. That is like my dream. This is like gonna turn into like a little bit of like a but my mom passed away in 2014. My stepdad passed away in 2013, so they passed away a year apart. My stepdad was definitely more like my dad growing up, and in the beginning of my mom and my dad's like relationship, I didn't like my stepdad. Because, you know, it's like as a kid, you want your parents, like my biological dad and my mom didn't work out. And you want your parents to, like, get back together, and you just feel like, oh, you want to do, like, the parent trap. You want to try to get them back together. And they had reached the point in their lives where they were just not, that was not going to happen. He had moved on. She had moved on. And, yeah. But you couldn't tell me that when I was in high school. In middle school. So I grew up around a lot of domestic violence, from watching my mom be abused, not at the hands of my father or stepfather, but at the hands of like men that she had dated in the past. I've also witnessed my sisters being in domestic violence relationships. And I was in a very mentally abusive relationship prior to my husband. And yeah, it was definitely a very difficult time in my life that I went through. It was traumatizing. Definitely one of those people that I have went through a gang of friends. Like, not I've still know a lot of people from, you know, when I was younger, but I just, and maybe in the last like 10 plus years I've had the same couple of friends, but more so speaking on like people that I thought that was going to be my friends forever, like that I was like, oh, like this is my person, these are my people. It's like, no. um and it was very hurtful, it was very shocking. Like the people that I ended up losing or thinking I lost, it was like people that I couldn't even imagine not like being friends with, like not growing old to not our kids growing up together. Like, so it was definitely interesting to see how like life takes you in different directions that you never would imagine with people that you never would imagine. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to continue to happen, and it happens so quickly for me that people just fizzle out. And I think because I'm constantly growing and I'm growing at such a rapid pace, uh, it causes me to lose friends so quickly. Like, used to like hanging out with, it's just like, I'm not really feeling that anymore. Like, I'm not really feeling that vibe anymore. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But I'm on this path. I'm doing this. Like, I don't really care to do that. And I'm just like one of those people that I'm loyal to the soil. Like, loyal to a fault. And sometimes with the wrong people, that's not necessarily a good thing, because I've had people use that to their advantage and like literally throw me under the bus in situations that didn't even have anything specifically to do with me, but I've gotten thrown under the bus in situations, and literally I would take a bullet for somebody and they would just toss me to the side like trash, and I'd be like, wow, never would have thought somebody would have did me like that, especially after I did this for you. But you know, you live and you learn, and it's stuff that I teach my children on how to see who's your friend and who's not your friend, and you know what friends would do that really do truly care about you, and what friends do that really just only look out for their best interest and don't really give a shit about you. I love to watch horror movies, as well as I love thrillers, like psychological thrillers. And then when I'm feeling like more on the vulnerable end, I love a good rom-com or like sitcom to watch. Sometimes I dabble in reality TV, but for the most part, I love a good thriller, psychological thriller. That's my jam. I love music, all kinds of music. I will play a new album out. Like right now, I'm listening to Cowboy Carter. Beyonce did her thing. My dad, my biological father, is a DJ, so I was like in the womb listening to music. So I'm still like a music head. I love listening to music. All genres of music, it doesn't matter. I can find a rock song, like if I vibe to it, rock, alternative, country, Spanish, reggaeton, doesn't even matter. I just love music. You know what I just realized, y'all? I've been putting stuff on, didn't even tell y'all what I was using, so that's my bad. I have to put it in the description. I just used, for my bronzer, I used the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm in number 10, and then I also went in with my NARS, concealer, Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Dark 2 Cacao. And then I also went in under my eyes with NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Praline, mixed with Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer, and this is in the shade Eclair. And we're just gonna like let that dry down a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with my brush and I'm gonna start blending out the edges. Oh, I'm gonna put my blush on too. These e.l.f. blushes, you guys, are so freaking good. I think I'm gonna be coral. I'm gonna do coral today. I'm feeling coral. So this is the e.l.f. Coral Crush Camo blush, liquid blush. I'm gonna put that on. And these blushes are hella pigmented, so a little goes a long way. And you always can like start off with a like light layer and then go in with another layer if you want it more. Like super pigmented, but so good. So good. And I like to just pull that around on my eye also. Because why not? Like, delicious. Look at that. Ugh, love these blushes. Hopefully I'm not blocking y'all too much. Now that I'm getting older, I'm constantly changing up my style. I am in the, y'all, I don't even know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like what my new era of style is going to be because I like to switch up my style. So I'm just going to go in and blend out the edges of this concealer. Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out what my style is going to be because I don't know. Like I kind of have an idea because I've been just like on Pinterest and like making a Pinterest board. It's giving like school teacher, it's giving like principal. It's giving like corporate baddie. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to still figure it out. Like I want to get into modesty style, but at the same time, like I want to be able to like throw in some mini skirts and vibes. Like I don't know, just have like a bunch of different eras depending on my mood. I definitely am in my pixie era. I was in the process of growing my hair back out, and then like my algorithm just kept bringing me all the pixie style girls, and I was like, you know what? I love when I'm in my short hair. I feel like because I can't hide behind, you know, my long hair. It's like I just feel like it gives me like, I don't know, more confidence because now it's like I can focus on like the fashion and the fits and the accessories. You can really see the accessories and they're not hidden behind my hair. And then I can always get a wig if I want to, you know, like bring the long hair, bring curly hair, work with colors, like, but the pixie just eats down. Like it just eats every single time. I'm just gonna blend the edges of my concealer. I'm actually gonna go in with my e.l.f. sponge and blend that into my blush. And I'm so grateful like for clarity, because even for my YouTube, like when I tell y'all I was like on this space of like I was going into YouTube, like you can look back at like older videos and see like I was trying all these different intros and I was trying to do vlogs and I was trying to do all this stuff that I seen, honestly getting in somebody else's lane, just being 100, like getting in somebody else's lane because I seen that other people was doing something and I was like, oh, I could do that. Just because you can do it does not mean you have to do it, because it may not just be your lane, like, and that's okay. Like you don't have to do what you see everybody else doing, and I was doing that when it came to creating my content, and then I wonder why I'm not really sticking with it or I'm not becoming like hella passionate about it. And it's because like I was doing something that I didn't even really want to do. I was doing something that I seen some working for someone else, and I said, oh, let me do that, instead of just how can I apply that to what I already know how to do. That's what I'm doing now. And I feel like it's making it so much more effortless when I'm doing my content. And that's why I'm able to be consistent. And I think the reason why I wasn't able to be consistent before was because I was I was swerving in someone else's lane. I was like, oh, they're vlogging, I'm vlogging. Oh, they're shopping here, I'm going to shop here. Oh, they're going to do this, I'm going to do this. Instead of like, okay, I do this, how can I apply that same thing to what I do? I do nails, I do hair, I do makeup. I like to put outfits on. I like to take pictures. How can I apply that thing to what I do? And when I realized, like, I kept praying. I was like, asking God, guide me, show me, reveal to me, what am I supposed to be doing? How can I do this? What am, like, you know how you just get into that feeling of like, I feel lost. I feel lost in the sauce because you're trying too busy to look at someone else's plate instead of focusing on what you got right in front of you. And it was like, that's when videos started popping up on like, you know, how to reinvent yourself, how to, you know, just get back into yourself, get back into you. And when I started watching those videos and I started praying and I just started switching up sometimes some of the stuff I was watching and stopped focusing on other people and focus on myself, it started just getting clearer and clearer. And I was getting more excited and more excited and more excited to be like, I'm coming back because it's all, I already had it. It was already there, but I was too busy looking at everybody else instead of me. And, you know, I'm not ashamed to admit that because it happens in social media. You're able to access information at a quicker, faster rate than, you know, before, where there's like, you know, it's easy to get caught up. Honestly, it's easy to get caught up in stuff because you have access to so many things. I'm going to set my under eye with some translucent powder. Then I'm going to go in and brighten with this Maybelline Poreless Powder and 230 Natural Buff. But I just need to set it first with like a little bit of my Huda Beauty Banana Bread powder. And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to go over it with the other powder. Lesson learned for you know, people like me who, you know, you trying to do everything that you see. It's like there's nothing wrong with learning new things, but just know what's for you and know what's for you and know what's not for you. Know why you're doing something. What is your why? Why are you doing it? Are you doing it because you see someone else doing it? Or are you doing it because it's something that you truly find an interest in? And it's not because it's lucrative for someone else. I'm going to mix a little bit of my Laura Mercier powder into this. And then I'm going to set my, this powder's getting everywhere. Then I'm going to set my under eye. I'm going to hold the mirror up above so I can get all the creases out of my eye and out of my nose. And I'm going to go in with my puff, put powder on the back, and I'm going to like dust some off on my hand so I can press it in. Press it in and set. You're lacking consistency because you're trying to be something that you're not. You're trying to do something that you don't even want to do because you see someone else doing it. And sometimes you got to look at yourself and realize, like, am I the problem? Yeah. Sometimes sometimes you're getting in your own way. Sometimes you're truly just getting in your own way. And it takes vulnerability and it takes honesty to check yourself. To be like, yeah, girl, it's you this time. It's you. It's not nobody else. It's you. And now I'm going to set the other areas of my face. My nose. And that truly just helped. And it's only helping. And also, what else is helping me is like taking some vitamins. Like I'm reaching the age where it's like, baby, you know, when you're in a constant state, especially growing up in survival mode and growing up where, you know, you constantly seen a lot of violence around you, you need help. Sometimes, like, I was going to therapy at one point, and then also, like, taking some vitamins, getting some sun, and, like, understanding, like, yes, your parents did the best that they could do, but then also, like, understanding, like, I was neglected. Like, I was neglected as a child, and some of that still spills over to me being a mother now. Like, I am not a perfect parent. I definitely have my moments. At the end of the day, it's like, when I realize, like, I've made a mistake, I apologize. I correct. I try to do better constantly. Not trying to always make excuses for my actions or why I do this or why I do that. It's like, just trying to do better. And I'm human. You know, you're going to have your moments where you fall short. But doing your best to just do better every day. That's all you can do. Because some things are just in you. You're trying to do better. Alright, so I'm just going to set the rest of my face with that same powder. I like to really just like pat it in there. Because then we're going to go in with like a few different layers of powders. So hopefully, because I can't see like that my makeup is looking good. I'm going to do my eyes because that's like super easy on eyes. Because honestly, because I don't have my contacts and then I haven't been like super into color, I've been just doing like, I guess they call it like the latte makeup, where I just do like my brown bronzer, and then I set that with some different browns. So going with this Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to go with the number 10 from Danessa Myricks, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid, mixing it into the blush. Basically making like a little bit of a smoky eye. But yeah, biggest life lesson. And then it's just like sometimes you have to look at what are you taking in. Like if all you're taking in is negativity and confusion, then you have to understand that sometimes that stuff is going to manifest into your life. And now this is going to seem like a contradiction because I like to watch psychological thrillers, stuff like that. But I know that those are movies. I know that that's something that it's like not necessarily real life situations. But I don't sit there and just like always, like, I give myself a limit on things. Like there's sometimes it's like, okay, I've probably been watching a little bit too much of this genre. Like let me switch it up. Let me watch something that's gonna give me information, like a first time home buyer thing, or like, you know, stuff like that, how to buy real estate and like those type of videos, or like videos on like how to be a better version of you, or different people's podcasts, or you know, video podcasts. Sometimes when I'm doing nails and I'll listen to their videos and like try to gain more knowledge and wisdom off of listening to other people talk and get other people's perspective. Because even though I only have like 2 friends, both of my friends live in 2 different states, so we don't see each other, and you know, our lives get in the way and we get caught up in life and we really just talk on the phone, texting here and there. But until I build my tribe where I'm at in Georgia and actually be able to like go to brunch and like do things in person, I like use social media as a way to connect with people that I feel like I'm sitting in the room listening to the conversation, versus, you know, always taking in a psychological thriller. Sometimes you gotta listen to a good podcast that's gonna give you inspiration and stuff, and not always just gossip, but just like other people being real and being vulnerable and talking about their lives. And so I even incorporate that in my day, like especially when my kids are at school, my husband is at work. Sometimes I don't even have the TV on. Sometimes I'll even just put on some music. I'll listen to some jazz. I'll put on some Spotify, like Janae Aiko, or like other artists that are similar to her, and like get positive affirmations and positive vibes and like music that vibes. And then sometimes, girl, I just even will put on, like, I'm trying to teach myself that Tamia Don't Let Go dance, and like little line dances, because I'm like, oh, next time I go to this little bar up the street from my house, it's like an older crowd. I love going out there on the dance floor with them and like doing some of the dances, and some of them I know and some of them I don't. And it's like I just do random stuff that just makes me happy, like, because I'm like, oh, wait till I get on the dance floor. You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing when I'm out there with the old heads and the OGs like dancing, because they know the dances. Like, that's the type of stuff that I'm getting. That's the era that I'm getting into. Like, that's bringing me joy, because I remember when my mom was alive and we used to do the electric slide in the living room and just like have fun and vibe. Like, that's the vibe I'm on right now. And then, like I said, when I gain my people, then we can go together. But me and my husband go, and it's a vibe. Like, it's so fun. We get some food, good food. It's like a little barbecue bar spot. And freaking, we get some drinks and we just have a good time. Like, and it's a vibe. Like, low key. I don't want to do too much. It's enough for me. I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty, what is it? Sunstalker palette. And I'm going to start with this darker shade and work my way in. So I'm going to start with this on the, like here. Then I'm going to go up to this. Then I'm going to go up to this. And I'm going to, like, it's going to. But yeah. So that's the vibe that, you know, I've been on lately. Just like about my family, you know. I just be making do with what I already have. I really need to get some more foundations, because I am so far removed from like, I like got rid of my whole makeup collection when I was doing my makeup, and I was actually like makeup artist for a little while. And then I started having issues with like different pigments and different things in my face. Started like just reacting so badly to different things that I just like was like, maybe I need to put this on pause. And so I haven't actually had the chance to like rebuild that. So I definitely don't want to do makeup artist level again, but just getting enough makeup so that I can switch up my products. because different seasons require different products. And I just like to pat everything in. As far as my business is concerned, I just feel like you reach a point in your life where it's like, okay, you got to pivot. And it's not saying you have to bring it to a complete, like, you can bring it to a stop, but you can also like move it in a different way to like make it so that it's beneficial, because I still have all of my nail stuff and like all the stuff I invested, and I have it in my storage because I was like, you know what I can do? I can give it away to someone else that is in that point in their life when they're like, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to start my own business. And it will be gently used items, you know, nails, really mainly like nails that, you know, I used at some point. You may be able to get it for your niece or your cousin or yourself or someone else who wants to do nails, but, you know, they can get some products and they can do something with it versus it just sitting in my storage, because I'm only going to use the stuff that I want to use for myself, not necessarily like I invested so much in getting every nail shape and every length because I was trying to accommodate obviously a wide range of people because I had a e-commerce store and everything. But then once you realize like it's just you're doing something that you don't really want to do because everyone feels like it's something that you should be doing, then you're like, well, maybe I really, you know, this could benefit someone else. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty powder in 340 just to like set the rest of my face and to dust off the powder. I can give this away. And then I have my kids who, you know, 2 of my kids who are interested in using this stuff, and some of that stuff I could save for them, but for the most part, they ain't gonna use that much of it to where I'm gonna, like, I could give some of that stuff away to people who would really love to have it and would use it and be beneficial for them. So I'm just gonna blend in all this powder, set the rest of my face, so I can apply the rest of my powder products. Oh my god, y'all. I got so much makeup on my collar. Ridiculous. I probably should have waited to put this white shirt on. Looks like I'm gonna have to tuck it in or something. Go like this. Probably should have did that before I started this video, huh? And this is what I mean by the power of the pivot. Made a mistake not tucking in my shirt, so guess what? Tuck in your shirt and keep it moving. Like, it's okay. It is not the end of the world. I'm gonna go in with my 220 powder from Maybelline. My life is just like I had no choice but to just figure it out. Like, find another route. Reroute. Like, sometimes you just gotta find another route. You gotta reroute. Like, life will show you that sometimes you gotta find a detour, and that's okay. You may not get there the same way someone else is gonna get there. You're gonna get there the way that you're intended to get there. Because you could be like, well, why does everybody else get to go this way? But that's probably because that's not the way that you're supposed to go. You're supposed to go a different way, and you trying to go the way everybody else trying to go, but you're not supposed to do that. Everybody else might take the elevator, but you probably gotta take the stairs. Because somebody gotta take the stairs, and somebody gotta tell the next person that you gotta take the stairs. Hey, they're like, I can't fit on the elevator. Please, somebody let me in the elevator. And they're standing there trying to figure out how to get on the elevator, and they keep waiting for the next one and the next one, and they just can't get on. But there's got to be a person that's got to say, hey, come here, take the stairs. You're going to get there. Take your time. You're going to get there. Take another route. Go this way. Go around on the other side. There's another elevator. Nobody even knows is over there. But I found it because I couldn't get on this elevator, and I said, what's over here? Sometimes you got to be the one. You got to be the one that's going to guide somebody else that's in that same situation that you was in and tell them, hey, you can do it this way because this is how I was able to do it. Or even if you don't do it the way I did it, it will open up your mind to think there's got to be another way. Everything is not cookie cutter. Everything is not cookie cutter, and everything is not for everyone. And that's what I learned. And that's what I'm continuing to learn. Now I'm going to go in with that same powder and a different brush out of my Sunstalker palette, and I'm just going to start to bronze in with my powders. Being mindful of my hair. I think Lauren London said it best. Instead of fighting with the rhythm, you're going to flow. It's easier said than done to flow. It's easier said than done. I can tell you all day to do this, but then I can have a breakdown right after I get off and feel like, oh my gosh, life. It's just it's hard, and I don't know. It's like life is gonna life, and you just gotta figure it out. You just gotta find your way, because it's going to do what it's gonna do. And I like to go in with this Milani blush in Coral Cove, and I'm just gonna use my bronzer brush to give myself more of a blush. Like, look at that, it's so pretty. I'm just blending that blush into my eyebrows, really focusing it on the sides of my cheeks, just to give me some color, and a little bit on my forehead. Half lashes to give me like a little bit of like a fox eye, because like I said, I be wearing my glasses, so I can't really wear like super, I could, but it's uncomfortable wearing like super long lashes when, you know, you don't, like, you wear glasses, like, because the lashes like push on your glasses, and I have to push my glasses up because they're pretty big. Just going to put on some mascara. This is just a Sephora Size Up mascara. Just to like really coat our lashes. And for the most part, sometimes I don't even wear lashes. I'll just wear mascara. Mascara's on. I just got to prep my lashes, which I should have did before I put mascara on, but it's okay. Right. Just put on my lip. And I'm gonna use the Duo Lash Glue, the one that turns clear. And then you want to make sure you focus a lot of it on the end so it doesn't lift. And with this NYX Espresso pencil, and I do like to overline. My lashes should be dry, so I'm gonna just put those on. Gives it just like a little, just like I'm gonna go in and finish my lips, so I'm gonna go in with this Dose of Colors Chocolate Wasted. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my concealer. I'm gonna go in with these two glosses, Lava Cake and Fortune Cookie from NYX. Grape water. I'm gonna put a little bit of this Fenty Beauty hot chocolate on the outside. Spray a little bit more face spray. Alright, you guys, so that is the finished look. She is a vibe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I didn't jump around too much because I didn't have any notes. I just be talking. If you have been with me or you remember me from the Makeup from the Closet days, please comment down below and let me know. I appreciate you guys for coming back. I spent so much time trying to be in everybody else's lane, and it caused me to not have enough clarity to figure out what I was here to do and my purpose, and it also messed with my integrity because I was trying to just do everything else. And there's nothing wrong with putting your hands in multiple pots, but at the end of the day, do what's for you. Like, if it's not for you and it doesn't feel good in your spirit, don't do it. Like, trying to just hop around in everybody else's situation is not necessarily always a good thing. Now, you can always expand your palette and dip into different things, but do it because it's something that you're truly genuinely passionate about, and it's something that you truly want to do, versus just doing it because that person's doing it and that person's doing it and it's working out for them. That was a hard lesson that I had to learn. So now that I finally have clarity in that space, I've asked God for clarity, I have welcomed God back into my life. That has really truly been helping me be where I am trying to be and the journey I'm trying to be on. Like I said, I am in a full life rebrand right now, and there's nothing wrong with rebranding yourself. It needs to be done. The goal is to evolve, not to stay the same. You can have some of the similar qualities that you had back in the day, but you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to evolve. I am back and better than ever, and I'm bringing back makeup from the closet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and share with a friend and join the community. I don't even know what my community is called, and when I build it up, maybe you guys can help me come up with a name for it. But right now, just come join the community. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace and love.